We are vlogging on the new DJI Osmo Pocket 3. As you can see right here. So we got one of my cameras here, my big boy, which is right here. So we're figuring this out. Got the bed made up. I think I want to get me a new comforter. I don't know, I feel like this one just need like an oversized, really exaggerated one. So we're vlogging on the DJI. I'm pretty excited. I know everybody named Grandma has a DJI, but I was like, you know what? Let me just break. I think the reason, phone, check, boom, boom. All right. I think the reason why I got mine, I think I'm gonna put a gold chain on too, why not? I think the reason why I got mine is because like my big camera, it's just so heavy and it's a little awkward to like really carry around. From talking to everybody, like people in general just wanna see the content, you know? Unless it's something where you feel like you just have to have high definition, you know, whatever. But people just want to see your content. So that's what we on. We got Travis Scott ones on. Then we got these brown, kind of like oversized, kind of like sweatpant, but they're not. They're really windbreakers. Got some cool texture to them. And then we got like the B Special top on as well. So kind of smooth, really, really light, really light. So we're about to go get the nails done. I don't feel like I need an energy drink, but we're gonna get an energy drink.
Wash them.
I washed them before I came here. Came here.
Wash them. Here's the paper towel jar.
What kind of soap you got? I don't have no
antibacterial.
I don't have no coochie juice in my fingers.
Are you complaining? Huh? Don't be on that bullshit.
Sound like Chris Brown. Coochie juice in my fingers. I mean, say nothing with the booty juice though.
Oh, I like booty.
Wow.
I'll eat a booty hole in a second.
What's the difference between booty and coochie?
I don't like vagina at all.
You have a vagina.
Yeah, I love mine, but I don't like anybody else's.
But you like other people's butts.
Yeah, I'll eat an ass in a second.
Insane work.
Okay, and that just means work that's crazy, right?
I mean, that's work that's crazy?
Yeah.
Insane work?
Insane work.
No, that's not how that goes.
Well, I Googled it. And
Google don't tell you everything. So you're crazy?
Yeah. A good crazy.
You got red hair, so you definitely.
I'm a good crazy. I'm not like the bust the windows out your car crazy.
Alright. So we're done with the nails. It's 5 o'clock. It was raining a little bit, so I wasn't trying to get my hair wet. As you see, she gave me a trash bag to cover my fresh hair. So we're copacetic. We have spawned to Walmart to see. Oh, I wonder if they got any planters here. We are looking for amber. Amber. So this is the color lights we're looking for, is amber. This is nice. All right. So we got some bulbs, some chips, some Fabuloso, and a mop. I haven't mopped in forever. I use like the little, what's the thing called? What's that little thing called? Swiffer? Swiffer don't be doing what it need to be doing, low key. Trying to see if I need anything else out of here. Sometimes just walking through the store just feels relaxing. All right, so this is kind of what it looks like nighttime. So we have basically kind of like a sun lamp here. You have a sun lamp here that looks real good. Really, it's not really doing it justice right now, but I have this lamp here that there we go. So I have this lamp here, so it looks kind of white in the video, but it's really yellow. So it's really gonna allow for me not to use like the big light, essentially. So it looks kind of like moody in here. Then I have another light here. So it looks really bright in here right now. So the only problem, hold on, let me show y'all. Light over here is a dimmer light, more amber light. So it's gonna give it like a nice little cast. This one over here, I have some other bulbs I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna change this out to a different color bulb so I can kind of make it orange, but really it's a nice, smooth, calming. That's what I was kind of going for. That was the plan. We were trying to go for smooth, calm, not have to use the big light. This is literally the next day. Like, when I tell you that my sleep schedule is off, it's off. Like, completely off. When I tell you it's off, it's off. So, came home last night. I didn't take nothing out of my car. I didn't do anything. I literally just came in the house. Went to sleep, woke, actually no, I didn't even go to sleep. What did I do? I didn't even go to sleep. I actually had to work on this paper thing. So I worked on that forever until about 8 in the morning. And then I got off work probably like around like, I went to sleep around like 9. And then woke up, had a meeting, took another nap, cleaned up just a little bit. And then I was like, oh yeah, like I'd be cool. Like, you know, whoop-de-woo. I'd be smooth. Now look at me. It's 12 in the morning. 12 in the morning. 12:30 in the morning. I missed the gym. I got my chicken cooked, but this is the struggle of my schedule. Hey Siri, music off. All right, so so we got everything cleaned up, right? So we got the mop that we bought, but we're gonna wait to use that. But got everything kind of like cleaned up for the most part, as you can see. So this light is really not that bright, but I also have this lamp here, and then I have this, which I can change like the color. So I have it kind of like in a deep red. So as you see, I'm gonna have to kind of like change my lights up. Kind of excited about the bulbs. I've never been like one of them, you know, light bulb people. So kind of excited about it, but I had a dilemma because I got this O-Heater, whatever, rinse and clean. Like I said, I was in Walmart for a while, and it took me a while to discover. Like the other one, like you just dipping your mop back in dirty water, then re-mopping your floor. So when is your floor ever clean? This one has the rinse clean. So I'm like, why wouldn't you buy this one that has 2 separate reservoirs for water? I don't know. So, but we got everything pretty much clear. So we're good there. The only problem that we're still having is this miscellaneous stuff right here. And we got this front room that is just not, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing at all. I've been avoiding this room and really just taking care of everything else. But this at some point has to get fixed because it's just like mentally bogging me down in a sense. Because it's just like, yeah, so everything else is cool, like put together, like kitchen's good, like living room, like, you know, bedroom, but then you get to there and it's just tragic. The original plan was to really have the desk like in the middle right here. You know, a little office space, but it takes up too much. So I thought about putting a desk right here, you know, like putting the shoes around it, but I would have to build something. And ultimately, if I take any space from here, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put all these shoes, which means they would end up over here or something like that. So we're still trying to figure it out. I still need to get these extra containers, go through these, really get rid of stuff, put the rest of them in here. I need to find somewhere to do something to do with all these shoes. And then kind of like clean this up, clean this up. This is like kind of my giveaway box. So I do not like this right here because as you see, it kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, you really can't. Now I don't sleep on this side of the bed really. I sleep kind of like at an angle, but you really can't get anywhere. So this desk is a lot bigger than I thought. So I'm probably gonna have to come up with a plan B to do something with this desk. Now, granted, it is just me in here, so it really don't matter. Low key, it is just me. So like, really not that big of a deal, really. I'm not really thinking about it. I did think about taking this and maybe putting this right here because it's smaller and it would fit in that rug space right there. Okay, maybe not, I'm lying. Anyway, I will put this right here, or I will put this in the closet. And then I was thinking about putting the desk right here because it should fit along that wall, and then mount the TV up there. So that was kind of like my other 2 cents. So I don't know, we're gonna see. But like I said, now that I'm looking at it, it's not that bad. It's not like I would want it. It really needs to come out some more. But it's not that bad. I just had to sit down on the toilet and just sit there and just watching videos. And I looked up. I was like, oh crap. So here we are. We are heading to an eyebrow appointment. We got the nails and eyebrows done. Do you see the eyebrows? Oh gosh. Eyebrows on point. So we got the eyebrows done, and then like I broke one of my nails like within some days, and it was slightly chipped. It wasn't too crazy, but I had told her that it was chipped, and she was like, just go ahead. So I was getting, as soon as I finished my eyebrow, I was like, she went ahead and she basically redid all my nails. So shout out to her. But this is what my off days look like. It's really not nothing too exciting. It's really just errands, and I think my, oh gosh, why is it 2 different colors? Am I tweaking? Well, we got our nails done again, so you can kind of probably see. Oh, I'm sorry. Traffic is getting bad. Look at this. Like, literally going 6:35. It's terrible, as you can see. So these past few months I've been just kind of doing whatever, and I did also notice like the bottom of my foot has been like itchy, and usually that's like a sign of like diabetes. I know my father has died. He's a diabetic. He's type 2. So I know that I have not been like really monitoring. So like I'm gonna have to go ahead and book another like doctor's appointment. I know I have been like on the borderline for like pre-diabetic, and it just runs in my family. So I don't know. It's kind of like a slight slit, like a slight switch kind of like went off. So it was like, well, maybe I need to like, you know, like adjust accordingly where I need to adjust and kind of like, you know, go from there. So that's what we're gonna try to do. What is good? We are back. We are back again, and you know, my sleep schedule is horrible. So it's 9:50. I should be asleep right now, but I'm not. So I should be asleep. I got stuff everywhere still. My hair is itching. I haven't been to the gym yet. Drinking some tea. Forgot the name brand of it, but it's like calming tea. Once again, I told myself, I was like, Matias, get up, go to the gym. Get up, go to the gym. What did I do? Take a wild guess. What did I do? Went to sleep. Woke up at 12 something, then went back to sleep around probably like 4. And then woke back up now at 9:51. So I gotta be at work this evening by 6. So it's great. It's great. We definitely need to get like back in like a routine. A lot of my like distractions that I have are like coming from like trying to please like other people. I will say like, you know, like women can be a distraction, you know? And it's not just women, it's just things that's taking away your attention from like what your goals are, that's all. Because some people might view this and be like, oh, like he just, no. It's just, there's things out there that will distract you. And, you know, whether that might be like gambling or drugs or whatever, like these things can kind of throw you off your pivot. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm kind of in that mode. So, really just trying to bunker down. I do have this book. If I can find where all my stuff went, I do have this book, 48 Laws of Power. So I do want to start reading that as well. When I first read some pieces of the book, I was like, okay, this is something I need to read. And I read another book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. And that was a really good book for me. That book helped me change a lot. Truthfully, like it did, like it helped me cultivate and change the culture of like the processing of my thinking when I actually read that book. So I think that's something that if anyone has some time, and me, I'm not a big book reader because it takes like me to like kind of be still, and I'm not saying that I can't be still, but I just feel like I could be doing other things. My glass is still not clean. I feel like I could be doing like other things. So for me, reason why I bought this and a paperback was because I wanted to actually sit down and try to be still. I want to sit down and actually process and kind of like slow my mind down, because right now it's always very go, 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 go. And that's why I just need to kind of like slow down. I started making my bed like officially like every morning. So like I'm doing like I said, like I'm doing like the little small things. And this morning when I got out of bed, I don't want to make my bed up. And then it was just kind of like, why don't you want to make your bed up? Like I gave myself an option to not contemplate like a different thought for the most part. So it was like, bro, make your bed up. Simple task, simple win for the day, and here we go. So we do have to make a video in style for, of course, Nova Man. Today's look, we're going with this hem and bone suit, basically kind of heavy duty suit with it getting like a little bit cooler outside. I think this would be kind of like a good look for people. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna iron it, get some of like the lines out, the fresh lines out, and then we're gonna cut the back. So guys, always remember when you have your suit, right? There's certain ways you want to wear your suit as far as like fit. Now this is like a more oversized kind of like casual boxy fit. It's not really a tailored look for the most part. So it's something like it's gonna be very comfortable, but you want to make sure that when you wear your blazers or your tops that, where it go? There's basically like some stitching back here that basically keeps your flaps closed. So you want to make sure that you actually cut those. Take some scissors, cut those, pull the strings out. That way when you're actually buttoning your suit, with this one being kind of like a double-breasted, you know what I'm saying, like it's folding over. That way when you sit down, it actually opens up where you can actually see your pant, maybe like your belt line, depending on how it is, but make sure you do that. And make sure that your sleeves are not too long. Like I said, this is an oversized look. Even the pants, they're a little more kind of like non-traditional, very wide. So I'm going to pair that with some boots. Probably like a black boot. I'm thinking more like a black boot, of course, naturally, with a white turtleneck. I may also style it with a black turtleneck as well, kind of give both looks. For the boots, I'm thinking about going here. Basically a simple black kind of Chelsea boot, has more like kind of like chunky heel on it. I like wearing more chunky heels, especially with my pants a little bit longer. It gives like a little bit better pant break on the shoe and doesn't allow for me to drag, so I don't have to pull my pants up higher if I don't have any alterations. It also has kind of like a silver hood in the front, which I think will look good with the white turtleneck. Not too sure about the black one, but for the black turtleneck, I have these as well. Also a very tall, kind of exaggerated heel, pointy toe, like a little hit right here with silver. So I'm thinking about pairing both of these. I'm gonna put them on and just kind of see which one I like more. Lately, I've been liking the more pointing toe more than the square toe with the silver. So we're gonna iron this up and get this ready. So any of my short form content, I'm getting better at making it a lot more attention grabbing. And when I say that, basically changing positions, changing angles, making stuff more cinematic on some of my content. And then more so, just trying to make it quicker and more digestible. Did I say that right? Digestible? Yeah. You have to realize like the attention span of people on social media is sometimes very short. So some of my videos used to be 60 seconds long because I really wanted the person that watched my videos to really capture everything I was saying, everything I was doing, every angle. But then I started to realize, I'm like, a lot of this is kind of pointless shots. That's what I kind of realized over time. So I've been getting better at making my videos more 30 seconds or shorter. And it seems like my engagement has been better since I've been doing that. So, like I said, it's giving you kind of like a taste of the outfit. Additionally, as well, when you have shorter videos, it's going to make people rewatch them. And when you have people like rewatch your videos, and you kind of help your chances of increasing like your shares. And we all know that once you start getting shares on your videos, that's when you start winning. So that's when you start getting better engagement. You start creating more of a community. So I try to make sure that I make it short and sweet. My old profession, I used to wear suits every single day, but those suits were very tailored. So I wore tailored suits. But I really enjoyed that. That's kind of like where I got the name, the Mr. GQ, because I used to wear suits all the time. And that was kind of like my bread and butter for the most part. Suits, dressing up, bow tie, stuff like that. That's literally all I wear. I went to a college party, boom, man had a whole suit on. So it was kind of funny, but that's how I kind of got the name, like GQ. And folks, they always ask, like, how you get the name GQ? That's how I got the name, because hopefully this one is charged. This one don't even come on, it's so dead. All right. So we're trying to figure out exactly where we're going to shoot from. Yeah, so normally what I would do at nighttime, I would shoot down the hallway. But I'm only doing that because I have more direct light, as you see up here. So I usually use those lights to kind of like navigate my shot. With us being like in the daytime now, I'm going to try to just get a simple shot here. So it should be very simple and smooth. Does this look better? Up here. Boom, boom. Down here, I think this is too low, because it gives me like that down effect. As you see me going back and forth, right? Sometimes I have the camera lower, but then when I'm also walking towards the camera, it looks like I'm looking down because the lens is actually down in the angle. So right now I'm adjusting the lens basically like chest neck height to see if I like that look better. I can't really tell honestly if I do or not. Normally what I do is I cut on music when I create my content because I'm trying to find a song to add to the video, right? And so I usually go through and play some songs that's kind of been in my head, that's kind of like been in rotation that I want to style my outfit to. This one, like I said, with it being very casual, very adult, I'm thinking something Drake, something a little bit older Drake. I'm not thinking about nothing like too lovey-lovey. One of my other ones I did with the suit, double-breasted, I did All We Do by Trey Songz. I like the way it came out, so I'm thinking about something looking a little bit slower. Kind of gives me like old, like like 80s because of the bottom. This is why I like wearing the heel. But for me, being a little bit taller and having a higher heel allows for longer pant. So it gives like a better break for me. So like I like this look. Now I do have to wear these a little bit higher because if you look, like they're barely scraping. So, you know, through the night, if I were to wear this, you know, I would definitely have to kind of like adjust and tug here and there. But overall, this is a nice, comfortable look, especially with the coat. It's a nice, simple look. Like I said, turtleneck. Normally I would go with something a little bit thicker if it's colder, so it has like a little more structure. Kind of have this bacon neck thing kind of going on. But like I said, this is a really nice, smooth look. Pants are not too tight. Like I said, good break at the bottom. Good flow on top of the boot. Boot has a high heel on it, so it's gonna give you a little bit more height as well for my shorter men out there. And it's just like an elevated look. Like this is something simple. I like the way I look in clothes. Like the crazy part is, the thing is like I know that I'm not like super healthy. But I like the way I look in clothes because you don't really see a lot of bigger men style clothes. Because, you know, of like confidence or whatever the case may be. So I just like the idea of how I look, but I know that I might have to slim down. And I think like with my natural body frame, like I'm not gonna like lose anything. I'm not worried about losing anything at all. So, but I know that I have to get into like a healthier version of myself. Like I said, like bottom of my feet itching, like I know what that means. Like it's not because I have dirty feet, you know what I'm saying? Like I've always been pre-diabetic, and like I said, that runs in my family. So I just have to make sure that like I have a daughter at the end of the day, right? And regardless of how like my clothes fit, or regardless of, you know, whatever, like how much food I like at the end of the day, like I have a daughter, and you know, like that's part of my responsibility is to be there for her for as long as possible. So I just have to kind of like let go of the idea that, oh, I want to eat this because I'm emotionally whatever or mentally not somewhere. So just have to get over that. Where we at so far? So as you see, like this took me 16 minutes to record all this, and we've got it down to 32 seconds. So I did my first edit, which brought me down to about 2.5 minutes, and then I did my second comb through, which put me down to about 2 minutes. And I did my third comb through, which took me down to about 1:50. And then I did another comb through, which brought me down to about 1 minute. So I got these forks from Amazon, and it was like 1,000 count. I was like, oh, perfect. And these are by far the worst forks I've ever had in my entire life. So, all right. So we got rice. Boom. We got chicken. It's leaking a little bit. Cranberry juice. We're actually gonna go 2 cranberry juice. We're gonna bring the other one too. Go for 2 cran. Laptop. Need a laptop. We're gonna head to work. I'm gonna see y'all when I get back. About 14 hours. So got a package in from Nocta here. As you see, you can't because this is focused on my face. Love you forever. Air Force One. So I saw these shoes, and some shoes you just know, right? Like you just see the shoe and you just like, I gotta have it. This was one of those shoes where I kind of saw it and I didn't really think twice about it. I was just kind of like, I gotta have the shoe. So I have a yellow shoe, which is my Jordan 4, but they're very uncomfortable to wear. I can't wear it for a long period of time. It looks good on, you know, whatever. So I saw these and I wanted to kind of see them in person. Has a nice Nocta hit on the inside. Has Love You Forever here on the outside. And it's a nice yellow shoe. So it's not like super dark yellow. Has good tumble leather on it too. So I'm super excited to have these. Of course, Drake, mandatory. So All right, it is the next, well, it's not really the next day, it's just some hours later. So I'm gonna bring my book. That's all I wanna start reading. If I have like any like light downtime where I can probably comb through a chapter, then I'm gonna bring that kind of just in case. I woke up about 3, like I said, I slept okay. I really just, the only reason why I really woke up because I had to go to the bathroom. That's really it. So that's what really woke me up. Yeah, so I need to get some more wipes as well. I mean, if you know, you know, go to the bathroom, especially while you're at work, you need those wipes. So while I was up, I'm really trying to hone in and really see like why I'm not so locked in like I used to be. Outside of my routine, I think before I just gave more time to myself and I make sure I dedicated more time to myself versus now I feel like I don't do that. I think I'm still putting others first, you know, like before myself, which is, what's extra cricket? Oh, that's terrible. Okay, still putting people first, kind of like before myself, still. And I have to find a way to shake that because it's not beneficial to my physical, mental, emotional health. And, you know, it's not ultimately cool. I'm gonna bring the rest of this Tazo Calm tea as well. Don't know if it's doing anything, but I like it. I haven't really been giving a lot of time to myself. They always say like pouring into yourself and doing stuff for yourself or, you know, whatever. And I'm a great preacher, you know, like when it comes to that. But, you know, I don't really listen to my own, you know, advice. Like I don't. Really haven't been like pouring, quote unquote, into myself like at all. Really just been taking care of other people and really giving energy to the wrong people. I mean, I think like in time, we do these things and we don't really realize that we're doing them. And that's something that I've slowly realized, like, I really just be giving attention to the wrong people and the wrong things. So I told myself that I was gonna start. I think the difference for me was I used to take more time for myself. I used to slow down and I used to be more intentional with my time. I'm starting to realize that I'm not doing that. Like, I thought I was doing that, but then I'm starting to realize like I'm not actually doing that. So I think I have to just kind of focus on that too. And I think I end up getting the results I want when I start doing like the small things. Like I haven't been to the gym like in 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not, I mean, it's like me, but it's not like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just taking like the shorter road for the most part. Like I'm just being distracted by like whether it be food or external items or bad relationships, non-fruitful relationships, whether it be male or female. Like I said, a lot of people just want to take. That's all they want to do is just take. And as long as you let them take, that's all they're gonna do. They're never gonna give. So, and I posted something on my Instagram that basically said like, that person that you may be chasing is a distraction. Maybe part of your downfall. Maybe part of like, you know what I'm saying, the reason why you're not progressing, you know? There's several and many options. So I think it's recognizing those, and I just gotta get back to a better self. I just don't feel like myself. And you know, we always say like, control what you can control. And I'm starting to realize that there's just a lot of stuff more than I realize that's like out of my control. Okay. And I think, like I said, you can only control yourself. You can't control other people. Like, I get mad all the time when I'm like pouring myself into somebody and I'm not getting the reciprocation. And it's like, tears. Like, why? What are you getting pressed for? Like, this person doesn't owe anything to you. And I realize, like, people don't owe anything to you. And a lot of people will validate essentially why they don't owe anything to you. And even if they're wrong, if they validate it in their mind, you can't change that. Like, you can't change someone's perspective of how they feel at the end of the day. You can't sway them, no matter how many facts you give them, whatever. Like, some stuff just is not going to change. People just refuse to change, or people refuse to see other sides, or they rather not see the other side of the picture. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, certain relationships and stuff like that just kind of fall out, I feel like, you know, for a reason. And a lot of time, like, you don't really know like what that reason is, so you're really, you know, you're really trying to figure it out. And you're like, dang, like, you know, I want to be with this person, I want to be with this guy, I want to be with this girl, but it's just not happening. I feel like some stuff just doesn't have to be so hard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like dieting and like mental health and like fixing that and going through barriers, stuff like that should be hard. That's hard work. But building a relationship or trying to build like a bond with somebody, like, nah, like it shouldn't be that hard. If you're seeing a lot of red flags, or you're just seeing like a lot of stuff that's not beneficial or conducive to what your goals are in life, like, leave it where it's at. Like, what's the point of you pressing yourself trying to force something that's not naturally there? And I feel like if something's organic, then it will pop up organically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll just happen. It will just be simple. And I think once you find that thing or that person where it's like super simple, I don't know if I need these lights on, let me see. Yeah, no. And once you find that thing that's like super simple, super easy, and super flowing, I think that's where you start working and you start investing, you start pouring into that person, or that thing that's basically reciprocating your energy. That's in anything, whether it be like a craft, it be an art, it be a relationship, it be parents, whatever. Like, whatever that is, like, once you start pouring into it and you feel that it's like being reciprocated, then that's it. But a lot of people try to force like family relationships. And I try to tell people all the time, like, your family is just a title. This is all it is a title. At the end of the day, your mom and dad don't have to talk to you. If your mom and dad don't like you, or your brother and sister don't like you, or your cousins, and they think you're this and think you're that, and they're very judgmental and blase, you can't control that. But some people feel like because it's my family, they're not supposed to do that. And you have to understand that family are people at the end of the day. Family has emotions at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can't, like I said, you can't control those emotions. And you can't control those people. So, I say all to say, like, I still feel like I'm grasping, like I'm missing something. Like, I don't know what it is yet, but I still feel like I'm behind. Like, in my career, I feel like I'm behind. Like, in my content world, I feel like I'm behind. I feel like as growth as a person, I'm still behind. Like, it feels like I'm losing grip or something. And I don't know exactly what that something is. I still can't figure it out. I don't know why I feel like I'm just losing it. I don't know. It's something that I got to figure out, but I'm hoping if I can just get to the gym for 4 or 5 consistent days, I think I can start to build some type of like base and like foundation, and like, you know, read like a chapter a day of a book or a few pages or whatever, listen to a podcast, like church sermons. Like, I used to be very intentional and stuff like that. Like, I would get on the treadmill, I would do my cardio, I would listen to a sermon. Now I feel like it's almost like I gotta have screaming music. It's almost like I find reasons to not lock in. And then I look back a month later, I'm like, dang, like, what happened? A month is gone. So I don't know. It's just weird. So I just gotta find a way to like find that better balance, and, you know, going to each new day, each new month, and whatever the case may be, each new year. Like, I'm not that new year, new me person. I usually don't do my new year, new me stuff until like my birthday. For me, like, everyone waits until like the new year, me on my birthday, then I kind of make those new calibrations. That's my new year. So my birthday, that's how I kind of process it. And I just want anyone that's watching this, if you feel like you're still like trying to figure stuff out, like, it's okay. Like, if you feel like you need help, get help. If you feel like you don't need help, don't get help. Just make sure you're making this calculated decisions and like You're just kind of like doing what you feel like you need to be doing to get to where you're trying to go. I know that I'm not where I want to be at. I know if I could change a lot of things, I would. I know if I could have my daughter every day, I would. If I could have my career, my dream career, I would. But it's just going to take work. So it's just kind of like a day in, day out thing. But we're going to get better though, right? We're going to get better. I have reasons to be grateful. Just got to continue to be grateful and just continue to, like I said, just make the right decisions. Just keep doing the right things. And just having like compound interest like when it comes to like growth and like journey in life. So appreciate all y'all always like for watching and hearing me yap. And like I said, if I hope some of these things I'm saying help influence you or helps you get through whatever like mental battles or emotional battles or helps you let go of stuff or whatever the case may be. But all y'all, everyone, have a great day. Thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Always more to come. I'll catch you on the next one.